Japan Administrative Finance Software Consultant.
Hello traders, and welcome to the market opening preview of November 5th on a Thursday, 2015, on the biggest data week of the month. NFP Friday, about 36 hours from now. Traders coming to you live from Pattaya, Thailand. Bright blue sunny skies, white sandy beaches. Little cool out there today. Don't know if we're heading to the beach today. Doesn't look like it. Looks like a full day of trading for me. Traders, this is brought to you through FXCL Excellence in Trading. Traders, please visit us at fxclearing.com for your trading solutions. Traders, got a lot to talk about. Got some 6 currency pairs to look over, some news, some commentary, and some stuff to talk about. So let's get moving. Let me introduce myself to you. My name is William Gilday. I'm your moderator for the market opening preview series every single trading day before the London Open. Traders, I will tell you that I do record this in the Asia session. So I'm doing this right now 6.5 hours before the London Open. So your candles, if you're opening your charts in London, are going to look different than mine, right? That's 13 candles away, right? So a lot can change. Probably not, because there's no more data in Asia. All the data is done. So we don't have any significant data until the London session, so it should look pretty much the same. All right. So what do? I look for probabilities and opportunities to enter trades that are, will give me a win in the win column by the end of the day. And I do that through fundamentals. I don't trade fundamentals, but I listen to them and I know they're there and I understand what they're going to say or what they're not going to say, right? And, I don't trade fundamentals. I don't trade the numbers, but I do trade like 45 minutes after the numbers. So I trade the reaction to the data, because that's what a catalyst is and that's what moves our markets. If we didn't have fundamentals, folks, we wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be trading. We need fundamentals. That's the only thing that moves the markets. All right. So we need people to get up and say stupid things on a microphone, and we need these numbers reports every month. That's why we make a living doing what we do. But I'm a technician. I trade off of charts, right? I'm looking at candlestick patterns, support, resistance. I'm looking at price structure, harmonics, all that stuff. I look at all that stuff in my trading, and I look at Ikimoku clouds. I use anything that can give me an edge. And it depends on, I trade 2 instruments, by the way. I do trade a different instrument in New York. So I do use Ikimoku clouds on that instrument. However, on Forex, I do use harmonics. I love harmonics. I think they're great. And, so let's get a move on. That's what I do. That's how I trade. And I trade every day. I'm very focused, and I start my day at 6 a.m. in the morning. I'm at my charts by 7:15, and away we go, and tally ho, ho, ho. Here we are. All right, let's get the risk disclaimer out of the way. Forex trading has a large potential rewards, but also a large potential risk. You must be aware of the risks and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the Forex markets. Most importantly, traders, please do not trade with money you cannot afford to lose. Always remember that past performance of any trading system or methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results. All right, let's head on over to news and commentary. All right, let's start off with the indices today. Let's take a look at how the New York closed. Looks like a red day yesterday. The Dow 30 closed negative 0.28%. S&P 500 closed at negative 3.5%. NASDAQ closed just barely at negative 0.05%. And the small cap 2000 closed negative 0.17%. Let's take a look on what's happened over in the Eurozone. The DAX closed negative 0.97% as the FTSE 100 out of London closed positive at 0.46%. The CAC 40 in Paris closed 0.25% in the green. And the Eurostoxx 50 out of Frankfurt just barely in the red at 0.10%. Traders, let's move on over to Asia. Now remember, when I talk about these Asian countries, that these countries are currently trading as they are open. The Nikkei 225 is currently in the green at 0.63%. The S&P ASX 200 is negative 1.21%. The China A50 out of Shanghai is negative 0.27. I'm sorry, positive 0.27%, and that's out of China. And the Hang Seng in Hong Kong is positive 1.92%. Wow. And the Kospi out of Seoul is in the red at negative 0.60%. So that's what's going on in our indices. Let's take a look at our economic calendar today. Quite filling, if I can say so myself. So we had some stuff in the sorry, I had to slip on some water there. I got something stuck in my throat. Yeah, so we had RBA Governor Stevens spoke early in Asia, which was 5:25 Eastern Standard Time, and that was which is PM, and it was 5:25 a.m. my time, and I was not in front of my computer. But no reaction. When you see the chart, you'll see there's really no reaction. We have RBA Deputy Governor Lowe speaks, no reaction to that. I didn't see any movement. We'll see when we get to that chart. And really, in the Eurozone, let's head over to London. What are we going to do in the London session today, folks? London session, we have medium impact EU economic forecasts. Then we really get into close to London lunch and New York Open. Oh my gosh, again, EC President Draghi speaks today. Wow, man, what's he on a talking circuit this week or what? Out of the pound, we have a lot of data coming out of the Great British Pound today. BOE inflation rate, MPC official bank rate votes, monetary policy summary, official bank rate, which we do not expect any change there. Then once we get into, then we have BOE Governor Kerry is going to speak after all that data is released. Into the U.S. session, we have unemployment claims, which is a high impact news event. And for those of you who are in the Eastern Standard Time in the U.S., you do have, in the next Asia session, we have RBA monetary policy statement that will come out. Now, that's a good chance that will move the market on NFP Friday, which you all know my opinion on NFP Friday, right? If you're sleeping, stay sleeping, and if you're not sleeping, go play a game of golf or go to the pub and go to happy hour. What can I tell you? I do not trade on NFP Friday. If I'm at my computer, I do watch the fireworks go off, but I don't trade it NFP or on NFP Friday. Just my choice, and I was taught that from my mentor many years ago, and I've kept to it. And you know what? I said, oh, I can do it. You know what? I kept on losing my tail, and finally I said, you know what? NFP Friday is not a day to trade. However, I do trade the beginning of London, and I trade about the first 3 hours of London. If I can get in a trade and out of it in 3 hours, I will be more than happy to take a London early trade. But if I'm in a trade at London lunch, I'm out of it. Win, lose, or draw, I'm out. Done. Finished. End of story. So what do we have as far as commentary goes? Commentary goes is we have a lot of data coming out in the next 2 days. NFP is going to overshadow everything. Now I see that Draghi is speaking again, so that's going to overshadow today, right? So what do you think is going to happen in the London session? People are going to they're not going to trade, so volume's going to be down today, which is unfortunate. And then we move into U.S. We got some data coming up, but not a whole bunch. And then tomorrow, of course, is the big NFP. So it's a technical day today, really. I don't think Draghi's going to, he's had 2 speeches in the last 7 days, and he hasn't said anything. I think he's using the same speech. So unless he says something different today, which I don't expect he will, it is what it is. But the markets react to this guy. I mean, I like him. I do like Draghi. He's straight shooter. He doesn't pull no punches. He's not like Bernanke, and he's not like Auntie Yellen, Janet Yellen, the FOMC chair from the United States. She talks in circles. Bernanke talked in circles. Greenspan talked in circles. Like, nobody can just come out and say what they're going to do, right? It's like always a big secret of what they're going to do. Trust me, Janet Yellen knows if they're going to raise interest rates in December. She can say all she wants in the media that they're looking at numbers and they're looking at this and they're looking at that. If she doesn't raise interest rates in December, she is throwing mud on her face. Absolutely. She's going to look like an idiot. Trust me. So my vote is they're going to raise interest rates no matter what. Remember, that is on the 15th and 16th of December. All right, let's get to the charts. We're 10 minutes into this already. All right, this is a Euro chart, and I left yesterday's trades on there by accident, by the way. But I just wanted to show you that the trade plan worked yesterday. You had to work it, right? So what happened here? We were at support, break support, retest it. There was your entry, folks, and down you went. And if you were in front of your charts, you grabbed this trade, and this was a very nice trade to the downside, and you did very well. We set up trade plans at speculation, right? Doesn't mean that's what the market's going to do. So you have to be at your charts. If you're not on your charts, folks, or you're not on your smartphone or iPhone, and you're not watching your charts, folks, these trades are going to get away from you. If you're going to be a Forex trader, be a Forex trader and be there. Now, I understand a lot of people work a full-time job, and it's hard to do, and I understand that. But for us people who trade full-time, you need to be at your charts, and you need to love your charts. Absolutely love your charts. Why? It's an extension. It's like another arm. It's like another finger. It's just part of your body. You have to love your charts. Let's take a look at the pound. By the way, the euro. Let's just go back to that for a second. The euro, I fibbed it. I'm looking for this to pull back up to the 38.2. Get in there about 08.85. We'll get out at 08.55. Nice 30 pip trade. I don't know if this is going to work out. I hope it pulls back all the way up to the 618, to be honest with you. But price action doesn't look too good to me. And Draghi's speaking, so that should say enough about that. I think the euro is going to be flat today, but I hope not. Take a look at the pound. The pound really gave us some nice price action yesterday to the downside. However, it is at resistance at the moment. The problem with this trade here, folks, is this is between support and resistance, right? You've got the EA support line, you got a 200 exponential moving average, and then above that, you got the daily pivot point. So you got two trades. You can wait for this to come back up to the daily pivot point and sell this and hope you can get through support, or you can enter the trade at 53.49 and take it after a retest, which then comes resistance, and take it all the way down to the S3 pivot at 52.67. That is my choice. That is my choice. I do not want to fight this support of a 200 exponential moving average and our EA saying that that's support. And if you look up to the chart, you can see it's support. It's not, there's no secret here. There's nothing hidden here. So we're going to need to really watch this and keep an eye on how that's moving. But I'm bearish on the pound dollar. I guess that's the main point. I'm bearish. Bearish, bearish, bearish. All right, Aussie dollar. We're just in a great spot here. Get a bearish candlestick formation, sell it. I wouldn't even wait for London Open. I think we're going to give out another 2 or 3 candles to the upside, and we're going to get a nice big red candle, and it's going to continue to the downside. And folks, just sell it. Where are you going to stick your stop? And you normally don't talk about stops. Right above that red candle, above that yellow EA line, which is resistance. Right above that, about 3 pips, stick your stop there. The trade's either going to work or it's not. Take a 12 pip drawdown, not a 45 or 50 pip drawdown. Right? The trade's going to work or it's not going to work. That's just the way it is. There's no reason to be taking 50 and 75 pip losses on your trades, folks. That is crazy. Unless you have a lot of money, you have nothing better to do but lose it. All right, let's take a look at the Euro Aussie. No price action in the last 24 hours. Absolutely sideways. We are bearish on this. So I'm looking for this to pull back up to this R1 at 1.5263. And we'll get out at 1.5160. This is a 90 pip trade, folks. If this trade works, this is 90 pips. So what if this doesn't pull back and it breaks the daily pivot? Enter the trade. Stick your stop right above the daily pivot. Risk 10 pips. You might be able to grab 50 pips or 40 pips, right? You have to work it, right? These trade plans that I put up are what I'm seeing and what I think might happen. It's like these wobbleheads that get on these financial channels on television and predict what's going to happen. And they don't have a clue what's going to happen. Do you know that the stock market has grown 2.5 to 3% for like the last 4 years. It hasn't changed. And these guys get on there yakking and babbling away, and they're just out of control. Out of control. Really out of control. So I can forecast anything, folks. We can analyze anything. What the market does is what the market does. And the market is always correct, right? All right. Ooh, over my 15-minute. I like to end in 15 minutes. We're over already. Here's the euro yen. I'm bearish. Trade worked out beautifully yesterday. If you did this trade plan yesterday, you did very well. The only issue with the trade plan yesterday, it did not come all the way back to where we wanted to enter at. Again, you had to be on it and see that it broke support, but it retested it 2 or 3 times and then broke to the downside. And that was your trade, and you did very well, especially for those people who trade the New York session. You really have a very big advantage, I have to tell you. I love trading New York. Unfortunately, New York opens at 9:30 p.m. for me here in Thailand. Let's take a look at New Zealand dollar. I'm bearish on this pair. Nice move yesterday. Came close to our entry area, but it was a good trade. If you took the trade, you did very well. And just really, I hope people took it, because this was a good trade. This really, really was a good trade. So I'm looking for the pullback to the 38.2 fib. You can see where I just fibbed this. And we want to get it at 66.13. We'll get out at 65.80. This is a nice 30 pip trade. But we need a pullback. I'm not taking this here. I'm not selling this at current price, right? There's no way I'm going to sell this sitting at 65.87. I am not going to do it. It's not going to happen. I'm 7 pips from support. It's got to give us a retrace. It's got to pull back. All right, traders, on behalf of myself, William Gilday, and our great friends at FXCL, Excellence in Trading. Traders, have a great trading day, and come and visit us at fxclearing.com for your trading solutions. Traders, have a great trading day, and we'll catch you next time. Take care, traders, and always remember to trade smart and not hard. Bye-bye now.